Hi, Sarah family. Welcome back to Remember Who the Fuck You Are So the Game Can Change, the podcast that is here to shake things up, to step you up, to bring you back to your authentic self. And speaking of authentic self, this week's episode is about Bali. And I laugh because I was just thinking, hang on a minute, my listeners, if they haven't been following on socials, will think, but you just did 2 episodes about Bali. Yes, I did. And if you stay tuned, you'll find out more. So this is coming back to my authentic self and another retreat in Bali. So stay tuned for this week's episode. Oh my goodness. Okay, my loves. Soul family. I am I'm being real raw and honest here. I'm sitting here at my son's footy training. We got here early, and I was just like, oh my goodness, it's Thursday. Oh my goodness, I haven't done a podcast episode for tomorrow. So I've been a little bit scattered, and you'll understand why, and in a minute. So this week's episode is your authentic self stepping back, learning who she is, who he is, and something that I'm so excited to announce and to bring forth for all of my listeners, all of my soul family. So I hinted at it in my last episode with Bali, and if you'd like to go back and listen to them. There's a part 1, part 2. So also, if you've listened, then you would have seen my episode in regards to my dad and the journey that I've been on recently. So I am now co-hosting retreats in Bali, which I'm so excited about, and it is just a beautiful union of myself and then my beautiful friend, healer friend, Lisa Everding from Earthy Angels. So we met a few years ago. We've been working together and helping each other and becoming such great friends, and just that friend that we will tell each other the hard stuff. We will also apologise, both of us, of when we're like, oh, hang on a minute, that's triggered me, or oh, hang on a minute, I may have overstepped the mark, or sorry for not recognising something, or yeah, it's a beautiful friendship, and I'm so grateful for it. And so Lisa helped me with getting me in a good space to go and visit my dad, and could also recognise afterwards what space I was in afterwards, and just the enormity of what that entailed of my dad and that process. And then obviously only being there 3 days and jumping back into mum life and family life, and I was able to comprehend and understand the spiritual aspect of my dad's situation and my situation and my healing, and understand it from that viewpoint, and work through it and be okay with it. And then the thing though that was missing was the emotional release. It's okay to understand things from a higher level. It's okay to understand things from a different angle and to process it. But we are still human, right? We still have emotions. We still have stored emotion, and that's what happens if we don't let it out. It stores, and it then will bubble up and come out in different ways until we understand, oh, hang on a minute, that's not why I was getting emotional. That trigger isn't the cause. That's just an opportunity to bring up, okay, hang on a minute, I need to look at this a little different way. This scenario is coming up in my life not because of what's happening. It's because I haven't dealt with my dad's stuff, and it's manifesting in a different avenue. So I was able to, Lisa runs her retreats May and October, so I attended October, and she had her May one coming up, and she's like, hey, I've got 2 spots left, why don't you come? And I'm like, oh my god. So we were able to work things out, and by the grace of gods, I was able to go to Bali and do her retreat, both one receive and have my own shifts and transformation, 555 on the timer, and be able to surrender and have the releases that I needed. But then also, I was able to then offer the ladies there who went a session with me, which was a beautiful thing. So I've just come back from Bali, had a week away, 8 days it ended up being, because I flew on the 7th day, the very end of the day, and they call it a red eye flight. Someone afterwards was like, oh, did you catch the red eye flight? I'm like, what? No idea. I'm going to say yes. And yeah, so I arrived 6 a.m. on Mother's Day. Funny enough. My experience with Bali, and it's interesting because obviously I only went back. I only, went the first time 6 months ago, and that was my very first time going there. And so you have the beautiful, almost like kid-like view of it. So everything is new. Everything is like, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. Everything was new, and I also want to say familiar, funny enough, because I really do feel like maybe I've lived there in a past life. I'm not sure, but there's some sort of connection there because it feels like home. So coming this time around, it was familiar. I had seen most of it. There was a couple of things that I didn't. So it was like, oh my god, this is so cool. And then there was a lot of like, oh yeah, I know where I am. Or then seeing it from the other lady's eyes and viewpoint, where they're like, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, was really cool as well, and their experience with it. So it was just as powerful as the first time, if not more. And Lisa's beautiful, nurturing way of opening women up in a different aspect to what I do, in regards to her yoga and her morning practice, and the movement was incredible, and had me in tears. Just that the safety of her presence and the groundedness of her presence, and her just the way that she does things is just incredible. And because she makes you feel so safe and seen and heard, I was able to then have the emotional release I desperately needed in regards to my dad and everything that transpired with that and has transpired. This isn't just the trip that I went back to see him before he passes away, which, for anyone who wants to know, he still hasn't passed away. I don't mean to laugh, but I was told, when was that? April, maybe the end of March, early April, that he had 1 to 2 weeks left. and we're halfway through May and he's still alive and kicking. So yeah, that's, I guess, his journey. And not only was it an emotional release for that, but it was also an emotional release for the years before that, for the years that I haven't had him in my life, for the years that I've contacted him but obviously received nothing back. Also the years that I've healed the layers and understood in a deeper level of where he's at and why things need to happen the way they did, and to also understand that his gifts are also my gifts and my gifts are also his gifts. But it was in a different time, different space, and it wasn't his turn or time to live into that and live fully with that, but it is mine. And also childhood and how I was treated and how that all played out. So it was an incredible opportunity for me to release, for me to let go, for me to not do anything with the emotions. 11:11 on the timer, not for me to do anything with those emotions, but just notice them, just feel them bubble up and come out. And that is such a thing, is that when we do have those emotions, we feel like we need to do something with them, but we don't. All they're asking us to and require us to do is see him, feel him, and let him go. That's all it needs. So that was an incredible experience. And that was the first day. And then we had a beautiful cleansing ceremony, which was, I feel like I'm going to say incredible a lot, but I truly mean it. So yeah, then there were so many, and that's what Bali gives you. It gives you the time, it gives you the space, it gives you the healing abilities of Bali, and Ubud, where we stay, is incredibly spiritual, and where we take you is very, Lisa has set this up. Lisa's been doing these retreats for quite a few years, and she's set this up in such a beautiful way, and very intentional in the way that the activities we do and the time and space she gives us as well. So yeah, it's such a incredible experience. Oh my goodness. Very nurturing, very very in touch with yourself, and that time and space that we don't get when we're home and with the family or our jobs and our to-do lists, and also very empowering. So whilst I was there, we have a few free nights, and this one particular night, I just felt like I needed just to rest, just to stay in the villa. And then I was guided to go down the street to the main street of Ubud and go and get a pedicure. A bit of a celebrationary type of thing of just how far I've come and what I've achieved, and celebrating moving forward. As of October, Lisa and I are doing these retreats together and unlocking a few layers. And so I followed my guidance of staying in, and then I followed my guidance and the nudge of, okay, Kira, you need to go down the street. And it was also very empowering because it was the first time that I'd gone and ventured out by myself. And so I just listened of where I needed to go. I saw a massage place that and pedicure place. There was only very early into my trip, and so I thought, okay, I might come back there. I'll see what else is down the street. Kept walking and being led. I got some gluten-free, because I'm gluten-free and dairy-free. Got some, there's a little bakery. Then I'm like, oh my God, yay. So I got a piece there. Although it wasn't actually very nice for me anyway. And then was told you need to like cut off that little bit and give the rest to a homeless person. So I did. I'm like, I didn't have any of their rupee cash on me, so I'm like, I've got this food, would you like it? She's like, that would be amazing, thank you. And bought some little gifts for my kids, and then I headed back to where I remember the pedicure place being. They had one person at the front that was available, so I went and did that as a leg massage with a pedicure. Anyway, I was sitting there enjoying the peace and the quiet, and 3 beautiful ladies walked in, and oh, I completely forgot. Sorry, I just need to backtrack 2 secs. On my way down, we had to walk down a street, beautiful street, and I was like, oh my God, Kira, like, I'm so proud of you for doing this, for stepping out of your comfort zone, for kind of putting on your big girl pants and knowing you're trusted and listening to your guidance and getting out of your comfort zone and doing this for yourself. Like, this is incredible, very empowering. And as I was thinking that, I then thought of my nana, who has passed over, and then I then just, in my peripheral vision, I just see like something moving and kind of spiraling, and then next thing I know, it gets closer and closer and then lands on me, and I'm like, oh, like, what was that? And I look down and I kid you not, if you're on YouTube, I'm going to put this up in the I'm going to put a photo up. If you're not on YouTube, you can either go and check it out, or I'll share it on my stories and share it on my socials. But there was a bird's feather that just landed on my heart chakra, and it was only a little one. Like, it was a decent size, as you can see if you're on YouTube. Incredible. And I was just like, oh my goodness, if that's not a sign, I don't know what is. So fast forward, gets even better. Fast forward to having my pedicure, the beautiful lady doing it for me. 3 ladies walk in. One of the ladies is like, oh, I'm looking for a particular lady who works there. Is she in today? And they're like, oh, no, I don't think so. And I think she was pronouncing her name incorrectly because they didn't really understand. And then she's like, oh, she normally works here. She's normally always here. She's so good. I really want her to do my massage. And then she looks over and she's like, oh, that's her. And it was my massage chick. So then she's like, oh, I really want to, like, can I wait for you? And she's like, yep, 10 minutes and I'll be done. So her 2 friends go around the back to have a massage. She stays there by herself, and it was just her and I in the room at that stage. And then I can't remember what the question she asked, but or maybe she asked, like, what are you here for in Ubud? And I'm like, oh, here for a retreat, and with my friend, and started talking about that. And I said, but we're going to start doing them together, because I'm a healer and a psychic medium and light language. And she's like, what'd you say? And I'm like, oh, light language, have you heard about it before? And she goes, I feel like I have, but I want to learn more. So then she gets up and comes over and she goes, do you know what sparked for me then? I said, what's that? She goes, my name's Lena. She goes, oh, hi, by the way, I'm Lena. My name means light. So when he said light language, I'm like, oh, hang on a minute, I need to know something here. So we talked about that. I showed her my activations on YouTube, and she started listening to one of them and was like, oh my God, this is really cool. And I started telling her about my generational healing and my modality and things like that. And Then I'm like, oh, you know the craziest story? I said, I knew I was going to meet someone. Like, I just had this feeling that I was going to meet someone. Just like I had the feeling when I met Lisa. When I went away to Queensland, and I just knew I was going to meet someone on the trip, but I didn't know where, when, how. And that's when I met Lisa, and look what's evolved. So when Lena's like, oh, I said to her, I said, I feel like I was going to meet someone. I said, the craziest story, and I told her about the feather and showed her a picture, and she goes, that looks like a baby bird's feather. And I'm like, oh yeah, like it is small. And she goes, no, you don't understand. I go, what? And she goes, she went and did a spiritual thing quite a few years ago, and she makes a sound like a baby bird, and so they nicknamed her Baby Bird. And I'm like, you've got to be kidding me. What the hell? Like, that is incredible. So we got talking and exchanged numbers, and it's just, that's what Bali can do for you. That is when you can just stop, when you pause, when you allow yourself that time out of your schedule, and the moment of stillness, of breath, of intentional breath. It unlocks magic, like magical things to come into your life. So the healings that I gave, the beautiful souls that were there, so I gave, I think it was four beautiful ladies a session. And the good thing is that if you come with us on our Bali retreat, I think there's only 4 spots left, maybe, for October. It's the 18th to 25th of October. You also get a one-on-one with me. So you not only get Lisa's incredible sessions and weaving her magic into it. You also then get morning practice with me every couple of days, and Lisa's one as well. And then you get us during, in between the different activities, and we share the activities with you and are there to support you through them. And you then also get my one-on-one sessions, which are incredible as well. So the beautiful sessions that unlocked another layer for the girls, and deep healing and trauma releasing. It was incredible to watch and to see, and to also notice how they were when they came in to how they walked out. And it wasn't just the emotional, it was also the physical and the spiritual and the calmness and the different perspective and letting go of fear and learning to love yourself again. It was, and also not only that, but when we do the work on ourselves, when we work on ourselves, when we unlock new layers and when we open up to our own stuff and our own beliefs and limiting beliefs and scripts and the stuff that we've been carrying for others, when we open that up and release that, guess what happens? It's like when you have a pond of water and you drop a pebble in there. You know the ripple effect it has? That's exactly what happens when we do our work, is it has a ripple effect. And we saw that incredibly with a few of the ladies, of them doing their work, which allowed them to open up to their loved ones, and their loved ones then being able to open up to them more. It was such an incredible journey to watch and to see, and just to see also the physical aspects of the healing and giving back to themselves from when they walked in. And I'm sure I had the same thing. The stress and the to-do list almost planted on your face, and the trauma like deep within, but coming up to the surface, and showing it in your features, to then when you walk away, like, and that release of the baggage, and release of the shoulda wouldas, and release of what you're carrying for everybody else, and the release of what you're carrying for yourself, literally being released. And that's showing up in your features and showing up on the outside as well as the inside. So it was such incredible experience. And if you are drawn to this, if you are like, oh, I was thinking about it when I was listening to the first episode, now I'm really like intrigued, I highly recommend. You will not regret it. You will walk away, and like a couple of the girls are like, we've got to come back, like, book me in for next year. That is how powerful this work is, and that's how powerful Ubud is, and that's how powerful Lisa is, and that's how powerful I am, and that's how powerful we are together. So if you've ever thought, oh, I'd like to go to Bali, or oh, I'd like to do a retreat, or oh, I'd like to work with Kira, or oh, I'd like to work with Lisa, or I'd like to work with both of them, now is your time. So October, or book in for next year. We've already got a lady booked in for next year, May. So we only have 8 spots available each one, so get in quick, ladies. Do this for yourself, but it's not only for yourself, it's also for your family. So it's for your husband, because it gives them the appreciation of what you do when you're not there. It also helps them step up and also spend time with the family, the kids, that one-on-one. And it's also for your kids to not only appreciate you more, because they do, it's also to know that they're capable when you're not there. And it also gives them a bit of like, oh, I can do it, like, and independence. And also it's teaching them that it's okay for mum to go because she's going to come back. It's okay for mum to go because she comes back and is a different person. Is more patient and kinder and loving, and she's missed us as much as we've missed her. And also the ripple effect of the healing, and it is also when it's time for them to be in their adulthood, they can look back and go, oh, mum gave back to herself, mum went away, I can too. Or it's also if you have sons, one, they can go away and see the importance of it. But then two, it's also for their wives, that they've seen you do it, so then they will expect or encourage their wives to do it. And it's also for my husband, to give him the inspiration to go, to give him the nudge to go, and do something for him too, because it's so important not only we do it but also they do it. So it's such a massive thing. It's not just you doing it. It's not just for you. It's for everybody. It's for the whole family. Also your friends, your family. It's a ripple effect outwards, your community. People are watching you and going, oh, that's a great idea. Maybe I should do that too. It gives them permission. So I highly encourage you, or if you know of someone that you're like, oh, that's what she needs or that's what they need, then, and bring a friend if you need, like an experience by yourself, but experience with a friend, holy mackerel, incredible. So get in contact if you'd like to join us. You can either message me, you can email me, go onto my website kiramarie.com.au/Bali retreats and check it out. And yeah, I'd love to see you there. All right, my loves, I hope you got something out of this beautiful episode, and let's see what Spirit has in store for us next week. All right, my loves, big hug. Bye.